Hi interwebs, Girl Gems here with a little bit of gameplay com. It's been a while since I've done a proper one. And to be honest, I'm probably not up to it at the moment. Oh my god, I've had the shittiest Christmas in a while. Not because of like family dramas or any of the usual stuff. Just that I've been crook. I've had a inner ear infection. And I'll tell you what, the middle of summer is not the time where you want to be running a fever and having all kinds of horrible pains, because it just spoils your sense of humour. And I was really lucky this year because it was just Bronson and I, so I didn't have to drive anywhere. I didn't have to deal with people. I didn't have a lot of little kids around, which I wouldn't have minded seeing my little cousins, but I was very glad that I didn't have to this year. Because when you're a little bit ouchy and your head hurts and whatever, it can really spoil your mood. And especially because I was running fevers and that, I wasn't sleeping and was snapping at people. I've been snapping at people like online too, like my teamies and stuff, which is pretty out of character. I don't generally take things out on people. I try to be a little bit more mature than that, but holy crap, it's been a bad few days. Quite hideous. Having said that, I am feeling better today. I went to bed quite early last night. Slept right through. I slept most of yesterday and then all of last night. It's been a little bit cooler. The heat wave is gone. Don't get me wrong, it's still like in the 30s, but it's not close to 40 like it was last week. Holy fuck, that was awful. But yeah. So that was my Christmas. My Christmas was Bronson and I. I gave him a chew toy thing. Like, it's just a twisted bit of rope thing from the Dr. Harry collection. And he loves it. He's quite a little beast. Bronson, the wonder dog, thinks he's just the most special dog in the world. So what he's taken to doing is when he wakes me up for games in the morning, he gets his disgusting old penguin from Christmas about 3 years ago, and then the new one, and he sort of like somehow gets them both in his little grotty mouth, and then he like pushes them into my hands while I'm asleep while sitting on my chest. So I get like half the dog like on my face pretty much, and then the rest of it is like smushing my hand with the dog toys. Pretty weird. Strange little dog, to be honest. I love him to bits. Sometimes he forgets he's a dog and he like sits on the back of my chair like a cat. It's quite weird. And he's taken to catching mice. With the heat wave and that, we had some mice on the move through the yard and 2 in the house. And he caught them. And I was so proud because such an effeminate dog, you wouldn't think he'd be bothered. But he caught some mice and then proceeded to run up and down the fence line with it in his mouth. Wagging his fluffy little white tail, showing the world what he'd done. It was disgusting. I sort of look at him quite proud and pretty much ready to dry retch as well, because it's nasty. And then he'd want like hugs because he's a special little dog. He doesn't understand that it's disgusting. So yeah, nah. Ugh. So I think he's caught about 4 mice, and I haven't seen any mice for ages, so hopefully that's all of them. Quite proud and disgusted. One ended up in my bed, which was a bad day for Bronson. It was Christmas Eve when my ear thing was just kicking off. I went to lie down and there was like a fat dead mouse on my doona cover. So feeling really, really crappy, I had to dispose of that, wash the bed, and then get to go and lie down. So it was not a good day to be Bronson. Little bastard. And he didn't understand because he was like, but I did good. And I'm like, no, don't do that. Also, he gets a little weird when there's noises around or thunderstorms, and it has been quite stormy in the afternoons. If there's loud noises, he gets really, really worried about his precious treasures. Like we had a flood here earlier in the year, and as in the lead up to the flood, as it was raining a lot and the ground was getting soft, he'd go and dig up disgusting things that he'd hidden in my garden and then hide them inside. So before I go to bed at night, I'd have to go and check the lounge cushions, under my bed, under his blankets, for bits of old chicken and bones that he'd brought in and reburied inside where it was safe from the storms. Nice, isn't it? God. I mean, I love my dog, He's just like my baby, really, because it's been just the two of us most days this year. And he's a beautiful animal, but sometimes he gets a little strange. Do you guys have strange pets with strange quirks? Thanks for stopping by. Catches.